Good morning, friends. Today's we are going to discuss here the calculations of binding energy. We know that what is mean by the binding energy. Binding energy is the amount of heat evolved when the nucleus is formed from its constituent nucleons. It is the amount of energy released when nucleus is formed from its constituent nucleons, that means proton and neutron, is known as binding energy. As well as we can also define the binding energy in such a way: it is the amount of energy required to break the nucleus. It is the amount of energy required to break the nucleus into its constituent nucleons. म्हणजेच इथे आपल्याला असं म्हणता येईल की एखादं न्यूक्लियस फॉर्म करण्यासाठी एखादं न्यूक्लियॉन्सपासून म्हणजेच प्रोटॉन आणि न्यूट्रॉनपासून एखादं न्यूक्लियस बनत असताना रिलीज झालेली एनर्जी म्हणजे बाइंडिंग एनर्जी. किंवा एखाद्या न्यूक्लियसला ब्रेक करून त्यापासून कन्स्टिट्युएंट न्यूक्लियन म्हणजेच प्रोटॉन आणि न्यूट्रॉनमध्ये त्याचं कन्व्हर्शन करण्यासाठी लागणारी एनर्जी म्हणजेच बाइंडिंग एनर्जी. हिअर नाऊ वी आर हिअर डिस्कसिंग द कॅल्क्युलेशन्स ऑफ बाइंडिंग एनर्जी. द एनर्जी इक्विव्हॅलंट टू द in the last video we have to explain that mass defect is equal to the, we are also explain about the mass defect, and this mass defect is equivalent to the binding energy. That means the energy is equivalent to the loss in mass. Delta m can be calculated with the help of Einstein's mass energy relation or energy mass relation, where E is equal to mc square. That means E is equal to mc square, where m is the mass in kg lost, c is the velocity of light in meter per second, and E is the energy released in joule. That means in Einstein mass energy relation, E is equal to mc square. E is the energy release in joule, m is the mass lost in kg, and c is the velocity of light. The mass lost, that is the mass defect, calculated above in atomic mass unit. This mass defect have a unit AMU, hence it has to be converted into a kg. This but in case of Einstein mass energy relation, we required mass in kg, therefore we have to convert this mass defect from AMU to kg. Then 1 AMU, we know that the 1 AMU, 1 atomic mass unit, is equal to 1.66 1 AMU 27 kg. We have mass lost, that means mass lost is equal to the mass defect grad m or delta m into 1.66 into 10 raised to power minus 27 kg. That means this value, the mass defect value comes out to be 1 grad delta m into 1.66 into 10 raised to power minus 27 kg. We know that the velocity of light is a 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, but here the actual value is given 2.99 raised to power 8 meter per second. Hence from the Einstein equation we get the binding energy is equal to delta m into 1.66 into 10 minus 27 kg. This one is the mass into velocity 2.998 into 10 raised to power 8 whole square. That means here the total formula E is equal to mc square is that means the value of m and c are put here. After that we will get, after calculation, this value is obtained here. Delta m into 14.92 into 10 raised to power minus 11 joule. The binding energy is generally expressed in a million electron volt, MeV. Now since 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus 19 joule. 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus 19 volt. Therefore, binding energy is equal to delta m into 14.92 into 10 raised to power minus 11. We have to convert into 10 raised to power minus 19. So the after calculation this value becomes equal to the delta m into 931.34 into 10 raised to power 6 electron volt. But we know that the 10 raised to power 6 volt is equal to millions electron volt. So this value again becomes equal to delta m into 931.34 MeV. Now the using more accurate values, the actual relation comes out to be binding energy is equal to delta m into 931.478 MeV. That means this 478.478 is approximately is taken as a 0.5. So again next equation of binding will becomes as binding energy is equal to del m into 931.5. If now if del m is equal to 1 AMU, then the binding energy, if the del m, that means a change in mass or mass defect is equal to 1, then the binding energy is equal to, or 1 AMU is equal to 931.5 MeV. The binding energy of the nucleus when divided by this binding energy of the nucleus when divided by the number of nucleons, that means mass number, we will get here the binding energy per nucleus. Therefore binding energy per nucleon is equal to the total binding energy divided by number of nucleons, mass number. Therefore this equation will becomes as del m into 931.5 divided by A, MeV. A is the mass number. After that in this we are discussing about, we are going to discuss here the calculation of binding energy, how it can be calculated. First we use the Einstein mass energy is equal to mc square. Now put the value of E, M and C in the equation. E is equal to mc square. The value of we require the value of E, that means binding energy in a joule. M is a mass which is required in a kg, and C is the velocity of light. We know that generally velocity of light is 3 into 8 meter per second, but here the actual value is given 2.998 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Gradium is obtained in a, it is converted into kg by multiplying the factor 1.66 into 10 raised to power minus 27 kg, then it is 1 AMU is converted into a kg. And binding energy, we get the binding energy in a joule, but it is converted into electron volt by dividing it with 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus we get the energy, which is this formula is the binding energy is equal to MeV. If we want to for binding energy per nucleon, then binding energy per nucleon is equal to the total binding energy divided by number of nucleons, that means number of proton plus neutron, that means atomic mass. So this formula will becomes again del m into 931.5 divided by A. In such a way we have to calculate the binding energy as well as binding energy per nucleons. तर या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण फक्त दोनच फॉर्म्युले व्यवस्थितपणे ध्यानात ठेवायचे आहे की बाइंडिंग एनर्जी, हाऊ यू कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट द बाइंडिंग एनर्जी. the binding energy is equal to del m into 931.5, del m into 931.5 MeV, million electron volt. This is the formula for binding energy. And if we want to calculate the binding energy per nucleon, then this binding energy is divided by the mass number. So formula will becomes del m into 931.5 divided by A, MeV. Now in the next page we are discussing here the nuclear here discussing about the nuclear stability and binding energy. What is here the relation between the binding energy and nuclear stability are discussed. The binding energy per nucleon is a measure of stability of nucleus. म्हणजेच बाइंडिंग एनर्जीवरून आपण न्यूक्लियसची स्टॅबिलिटी ठरवू शकतो. बाइंडिंग एनर्जी per nucleus is a measure of stability of nucleus. The greater is the binding energy per nucleon, more stable is the nucleus. That means if the value of binding energy is more, then nucleus is the most. The nuclei for which the binding energy per nucleon lies between 8 to 8.7 MeV are highly stable. The nuclei whose binding energy lies between the 8 to 8.7 MeV are highly stable nuclei. With binding energy per nucleons, the nuclei with binding energy per nucleon is less than 8 MeV. Mass number out of these is the unstable nuclei whose mass number is less than 16 have a tendency to undergo the atomic the nuclei which have a mass number less than 16 have a tendency to undergo the nuclear fusion. With a very high mass number shows a tendency for nuclear fission. That means here we are discussing about the atomic weight and stability of the nucleus. If the nuclei have mass number less than 16, if the nuclei have the mass number less than 16, undergoes a nuclear fusion, but the nuclei with a very high mass number shows a tendency for nuclear fission. Now this information was explained in this information is given in that graph. The graph is plotted. Here the mass number is given on the x-axis and binding energy per nucleon is on the y-axis. Is 0.7. That is the highest point of this. At that point, the nuclei whose mass nuclei which have a mass number at 8.7 are more stable nuclei are given here. Now the binding energy per nucleon, binding energy per nucleons of a number of isotopes are plotted. Binding energy per nucleon for number of isotopes are plotted in figure 7. This is the corresponding mass number. It is called as the binding energy curve. If we plot a binding energy per nucleon against mass number, then the curve is obtained. Such a curve is called as the binding energy curve. It is seen that the maxima 8.7, the maxima 8.7 occur at mass number 56. That means 26 Fe56. Thus the nucleus, this is the nucleus of iron, which have a maximum value of binding energy per nucleon, which is equal to the 8.7. Therefore the nucleus of irons is thermodynamically more stable. It is also seen that The helium, carbon 4He, 12C and 16O fall very close to the curve. These element A, B and C, that means this one is the helium, carbon and oxygen, fall very close to the curve. The fact that the binding energy of the binding energies of these nuclei lie above the curve prove that they are exceptionally stable. That means these atoms, these nuclei, helium, carbon and oxygen, fall very close to the curve. So the binding energies of these nuclei lie above the curve prove that they are exceptionally stable. The curve near the maxima is almost flat. Mass number 56 is almost flat from atomic mass 50 to about atomic mass 100. This shows that the addition of single nucleus to any nucleus in this this shows that the addition of single nucleon to any nucleus in this region changes the binding energy by roughly the same amount. If there is one of the nucleons is added, then there will be a binding energy change is the same. Binding energy change is obtained roughly by the roughly the same amount. तर बघा इथे आपण या व्हिडिओमध्ये किंवा या दिलेल्या माहितीमध्ये न्यूक्लियर स्टॅबिलिटी आणि बाइंडिंग एनर्जी बद्दल इथे सांगितलं आहे की बाइंडिंग एनर्जी प्रेशर ऑफ जाईल तसं ते न्यूक्लियस स्टेबल होत जाईल. त्यानंतर सांगितलं आहे की बाइंडिंग एनर्जी पर न्यूक्लियनची व्हॅल्यू जर 8 ते 8.7 MeV यांच्या दरम्यान असेल तर ते स्टेबल न्यूक्लियस असतं. द बाइंडिंग एनर्जी ज्याची 8पेक्षा कमी आहे असे अनस्टेबल न्यूक्लियर असतात. त्यानंतर सांगितलं आहे की काही न्यूक्लियाय आहे ज्यांचे मास जे न्यूक्लियाय आहे ज्यांचे मास नंबर आहे तर ते न्यूक्लियर फ्युजन करतात. वेगवेगळ्या आयसोटोपसाठी या कर्वमध्ये दाखवलेले आहेत. तर या कर्वला आपण बाइंडिंग एनर्जी कसं म्हणतो आहे तर इथे सर्वात जास्त बाइंडिंग एनर्जी दाखवणारे जे न्यूक्लियाय आहे ते आयरनची आहे, म्हणून आयरन हा मोस्ट स्टेबल न्यूक्लियस आहे. त्यानंतर इथे थोडीशी आयडिया दिली आहे. हेलियम, कार्बन आणि ऑक्सिजनची न्यूक्लियाय आहे ज्यांची बाइंडिंग एनर्जी त्या कर्वच्या जवळपास आहे. कर्वच्या म्हणजेच 8 to 8.7 कर्वच्या ते एक्सेप्शनली स्टेबल आहे असं सुद्धा आपल्याला इथे म्हणता येईल. त्यानंतर कर्व जो आहे ॲटॉमिक मास 50 ते 100 पर्यंतचा कर्व असा फ्लॅट दिसतो आहे. म्हणजेच अशा फ्लॅट कर्वमध्ये समजा एखादा न्यूक्लियन सिंगल न्यूक्लियन जर न्यूक्लियसमध्ये ॲड झाला, इफ देअर इज अ सिंगल न्यूक्लियस इज ॲडेड टू द न्यूक्लियस देन देअर विल बी अ चेंज इन बाइंडिंग एनर्जी इज नियरली सेम. अशा पद्धतीची इथे न्यूक्लियर स्टॅबिलिटी आणि बाइंडिंग एनर्जीबद्दल माहिती दिली आहे. तरी आपण ही माहिती या व्हिडिओच्या माध्यमातून समजून घ्याल. आणि यामध्ये महत्त्वाचं म्हणजे नेमकं बाइंडिंग एनर्जी कशी कॅल्क्युलेट करते त्यासाठी फॉर्म्युला बाइंडिंग एनर्जी बरोबर डेल्टा एम टू 931.5 मिलियन इलेक्ट्रॉन होल्ड हा बाइंडिंग एनर्जीचा फॉर्म्युला. त्यानंतर लक्षात ठेवायचं बाइंडिंग एनर्जी पर न्यूक्लियन. बाइंडिंग एनर्जी पर न्यूक्लियन मीन्स डेल एम इंटू 931.5 डिवाइड बाय ॲटॉमिक मास नंबर. त्यानंतर आपण डिस्कस केलं बाइंडिंग एनर्जी यांच्यामध्ये काय रिलेशन. बाइंडिंग एनर्जी वरून आपण न्यूक्लियर स्टॅबिलिटी एखाद्या न्यूक्लियसची स्टॅबिलिटी सांगू शकतो. त्यानंतर कॉम्पिटिटिव्ह एक्झाममध्ये विचारण्याला एक भरपूरसे इथे प्रश्न आहे. तुम्हाला प्रश्न असा विचारला जाऊ शकते की बाइंडिंग एनर्जी किती असेल तर न्यूक्लियाय स्टेबल असू शकतं. तर 8 to 8.7 MeV बाइंडिंग एनर्जी जर राहत असेल तर न्यूक्लियाय स्टेबल असते. न्यूक्लियाय कोणतं न्यूक्लियाय मोर स्टेबल आहे, तर त्यामध्ये आयरनचा उल्लेख आपल्याला करता येईल. 26Fe56 हे न्यूक्लियाय का बरं स्टेबल आहे, कारण त्याची बाइंडिंग एनर्जी 8.7 आहे. ठीक आहे. तर अशा पद्धतीचे भरपूरसे क्वेश्चन तुम्हाला त्यानंतर न्यूक्लिअर फ्युजन आणि फिशनबद्दल सुद्धा विचारले जाऊ शकते की द न्यूक्लियर होज मास नंबर इज लेस दॅन 16 कॅन शो द न्यूक्लियर फ्युजन, बट द न्यूक्लियर हॅव्हिंग अ हाय मास नंबर have tendency for nuclear fusion. The curve obtained between the binding energy per nucleon and mass number is also called as a binding energy curve. अशा पद्धतीचे भरपूरसे तुम्हाला ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह टाईप क्वेश्चन परीक्षेमध्ये विचारले जाऊ शकतात. तर आपण परीक्षेच्या येणाऱ्या प्रश्नासाठी सगळ्यांनी तयार राहावं आणि या व्हिडिओनंतर जे गुगल फॉर्ममध्ये काही क्वेश्चन त्या प्रश्नाचे उत्तर सोडवण्यात धन्यवाद.